Thomas, it's up for grabs now!
Magic ball from Bergkamp to Patrick Vieira!
Oh, would you believe it? Oh, right, what a way to get it!
Fabulous solo goal by pierre-emerick.
Champions.
You fucking playing that intro for, man? That intro is fucking. It's not deserved. It's not deserved.
Hold on. Evening, everybody. I wouldn't say good evening because it's not good evening. As you can see, Lev is particularly upset. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. Not a great result at all. I mean, look, in the grand scheme of things, right? We're still in the top 4, but it's the North London derby. There's a lot always on this game. Lev, what's your thoughts, man?
I'm fuming. I'm fucking fuming, bro. Do you know what? Like, we went into this game and we knew there's, Spurs are a good side. We know that there's a chance we could lose this game. We knew it, right? But the manner of the defeat, the performance, we expect from you. It's a huge game. We've been waiting for you to show up at White Hart Lane. We've been backing you, and you mentally capitulate and give the game to them. We were weak-minded. We let the occasion take over us. Holding was awful. He instead of being aggressive but intelligent, he was just being aggressive, and everyone could see it. Cedric, against Son. We said this. Tomiyasu, he's come back. Okay, you showed some tactical nous and you used Son. You used Tomiyasu against Rafinha on that side. I can accept that. But I can't accept a big game like this. You've got Son on the left and you've got your best defender and you've put him left back. And you've played Son against Cedric. And what was Cedric doing on that penalty, bro? Was that guy going to score? We were pretty comfortable up until that point. And what did he do? He gave them a goal. He gave them a penalty. It was a cauldron of an atmosphere anyway. He gave them a penalty. He raised the whole roof of that stadium. They scored. They're on top of us. And then on top of that, Holding. You could see he was on a tightrope with the way he was going on with his challenges and shit. And he goes and he elbows Son in the face. Are you sick in the head? Is there something wrong with you? This is the North London derby, man.
He got sent off in 7 minutes. You know that?
What the fuck is that?
He could have been sent off for the previous 2 fouls on him. First one and second one.
Listen, I just don't get it, man. Play your best, give your heart, give your all in the game, and you come up short and you lose 1-0 or 2-0 at their ground. We can accept that. We'll say, all right, it could have happened, although we expected a performance, right? They didn't have Romero playing. Everyone's harping on about Romero. They got no Romero. And what did we do? What was Arteta thinking with this lineup? I don't get it, man. And these are the things that make me doubt this man.
To be fair, when we were doing a show on Monday, and you actually brought up the point that you would play Tomiyasu versus Son to control him. And previous to that, I said, I worry about Cedric versus Son. And I think one of the reasons that Holding was on Son today was because they didn't want they didn't want Son versus Cedric. So Holding was the one that was managing him. And
so why got Tomiyasu then?
I would have played. Listen, if he didn't trust Nuno Tavares to play him on left back, right? I would have played Cedric left back and I would have played Tomiyasu on right back. Because
you know what?
I think for us all to see, everybody knows that Spurs have got Kane and Son. That is it. I think for the first 10 minutes we managed to nullify Kane, but Son was not. It was being a problem. And I spoke to you and I said, as soon as Holding got the first booking, I was so tempted to put £50 on him getting sent off, because every time Son got the ball and Holding was there, it was a foul, right? And it was just stupid from Rob Holding, because you come in a game of this magnitude and, listen, Son could have outplayed you and that I would have, but for you to get sent off in that manner, it's just not good enough. Because listen, at the end of the day, Rob Holding is not good enough. A lot of people, like after a couple of games, Holding this, and Nketiah this, this, that. You could see that the quality is not there. And Nketiah, after the sending off, I can't say anything about Nketiah because,
what can he do? What can he do?
Before that, it wasn't really. There was not a lot that he was doing up front either. And I'm just surprised about Mikel Arteta not handling Son better. Holding gets sent off, everything is out of the window. And I just felt sorry for him, that because I could see he's just standing there and thinking, obviously Ben White is not ready. And I understand why they didn't bring him on, especially after the, because now Holding is out of the Newcastle game. And if Ben White is 70% fit, they didn't want to risk him, so they kept him there and played Tomiyasu. I mean, when we finished the game with Tomiyasu and xhaka as the centre back.
Sorry, bro, but it was tactically poor.
Yeah,
all we had to do was not lose this game.
Yeah. Right? In his press conference, he said, "We're gonna go there to win." You know Tottenham what they're gonna do. Conte is probably the best manager in the world to do that. He
went in with his
ego. You come out and you say, we're going to come down, we're going to do this. Tottenham what they're going to do. And I think he just kind of fell into that trap.
No, his ego said to him, I'm going to go to White Hart Lane and I'm going to attack them and we're going to beat them. Like, what was you thinking? Their strengths are counter, right, for a start. Yeah? So you start pressing them high up, and they're just waiting for one moment. Just one moment. That's all they're waiting for, right? Yeah. We know this. Why didn't they set up, like we said, against Chelsea, the same fucking way, right? Set up that way. He should have gone with a back three, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
We all said on the Monday night show with Mo and Tom that it's not a good idea for us to go there and start playing football and go toe-to-toe with Tottenham, because it probably won't end well. Tottenham they're perfect at sitting back and then getting you on a counter. And I think we just fell for that. We were a bit naive to think we can go there and play our way out or play our way to victory. Sometimes you've got to do these things. And obviously, it went from bad to worse. Holding got sent off. Gabriel got injured. It wasn't a great performance. Look, and now we've got to go on Newcastle and win. We've got to play Everton and win. You've got to win the last 2 games if you want to play Champions League football next season. Just a very, very disappointing night. Everybody was poor tonight. I can't tell you like this person or that person stood out. And then there was time when I saw Odegaard with the ball and he was just trying to come out of the midfield. There was nobody up front to give it to. So it was just, I think the game was done after the sending off, to be honest with you. Game plan.
No, listen, what pisses me off, bro, what pisses me off is the manner of the defeat. It was mental fragility, man. Like they crumbled in the heat of that cauldron. They crumbled. Holding crumbled. He lost his head totally in that game. Cedric lost his head by giving away that stupid penalty as well. We handed them the game. We gifted it to them.
This is the one that surprised me. Because as soon as the lineup came up and I saw it before the game, I sent you a text before the game started. And I told you, I think we're going to lose this today. Because I can't see Cedric handling Son. You're talking about the guy that is going for the golden boot. The guy is on top form. Son, quality player. And then you got Cedric. He's not going to be able to handle that. Anyway, I dropped the link for you guys on the chat.
Tom is our best guy, man. He's our best one-on-one defender and the most dangerous guy on the left. And you put, like, I don't get it. And you put Tomiyasu left back. He's your best defender.
Yeah. I mean, tonight, let's see if we can go one by one. So I'm going to bring everybody on, give them like a minute or so to have this say, and then we'll just keep
please, man. I can't handle too much stress today.
I think there's going to be quite a few people coming up. But I'm keen to see what you guys think. Is Arteta at fault? Are the players at fault? Is Holding at fault? What could it be? I mean, look, the second goal, it was just us being unorganized. I mean, you got Eddie and Nketiah marking Harry Kane, and it's just... Anyway, let's bring Jasmine on. He's the first person. Hi, mate. How are you?
Hey man, well, it's so disappointing. I came on the other day after the Leeds game, and I told everyone we're gonna lose, and everyone was like getting at me. Why do you think that? Because I know Mikel Arteta. He's a clown. He's a clown, man. Like if we know that playing five at the back is a good option because Tottenham can't score against a low block. If we know that Son against Cedric is a bad option, then why doesn't he know this? If he's getting paid 6 million a year, like if
That's
we
the point.
yeah, if we know that, how is he a manager of a big club like Arsenal? I don't know. Like, and now it's Newcastle, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to win because Newcastle have won 6 out of 7 games in 2022 at their home ground, and it's going to be the last match against their home crowd. They're going to be up for it. Bruno Guimaraes is going to be up.
It's the last game at home as well, so I'm sure they wouldn't want to
they're going to be up for it, and Bruno Guimaraes is going to be up for it because he was linked with Arsenal, and you remember the post he put on Twitter where he was mocking Arsenal. He's going to prove a point on Monday, I'm pretty sure. And we don't have any fit centre backs now. Ben White might come back, but Gabriel is injured now. Holding is suspended. Who's going to play in our defense?
There's going to have to go Tommy. He's going to go Tommy.
Who do you think is at fault here? Manager, the players?
Only manager. I don't blame the players today. It's the manager. If the
what Rob Holding did, you can't blame that on Mikel Arteta.
No, you can't.
It was Mikel Arteta's tactics. He told Rob Holding to get on.
Yeah, but he didn't tell him to go and do that. You know, I'm not Mikel Arteta's biggest fan, but I have to stick up for him here.
No, this is
as a manager, you can't take into account your defender. Surely, I can guarantee you that Mikel Arteta would not have told Holding to go and do that to Son.
No, he said to be aggressive. That's what he said to him. Be aggressive, but intelligently aggressive. He didn't tell him to go out and get himself sent off. No manager would do that, Jasmine.
Well,
I can't lie. You know what I mean?
If Tomiyasu was a right back, then Holding doesn't have to do all this because he knows Tomiyasu is there.
Yeah, that's where I agree with you. Yeah. I said Tomiyasu should be marking Son. Yeah. I don't know what he was thinking, putting Tomiyasu out on the other side. It's just crazy. It was just insane.
And
so you put it on manager, Jasmine.
Yeah, I really don't know what this manager has done in this club. He's finished 8th twice. He's bottled the Europa League twice. And just based on one FA Cup, I don't know why people gas him so much. And when we bottle top 4, and I'm pretty sure we will, when we do, I want the fans to have the same energy like they did with Unai Emery when he bottled the top 4 in his first season. I want the fans.
I don't want us to bottle the top 4.
Thanks for listen. I'm going to ask everybody this question before they leave. You think we'll finish top 4?
No chance.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, man. Much appreciated. Where are you, by the way?
Oh, Canada.
Canada. Is it day over there now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's evening.
Oh, evening. All right, man. Have a good one. Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Take care.
Oh, what mic are you using? It's a bit echoey today.
No, it's the same one. Hi, Brendan. Just for you guys who don't know, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with Brendan going forward. So, Brendan, he's going to stay on today's show as part of the panel. Do you want to quickly give us your thoughts?
I'm seething, mate. Absolutely seething. What? Where do I start? Where do I start, Lev? Where do I start, Shaheen? Of course it's on the manager, man. Of course it is. We was talking about this last...
Brendan, hold on. You think it's on manager that Holding went out there and did what he did?
Forget Holding for a second.
It's a big thing, man. If Holding stays on the pitch...
No. Forget Holding for a second, right? Let's go right the way back. Let's go to our starting 11, right?
Okay.
I've said over the past week that Arteta should match Antonio Conte in terms of system. Back 5. Yeah?
Okay.
Because let's not forget.
Yeah, we all said
we only need a draw. That is it. Yeah? We don't need to win this game. So you invite the pressure from Tottenham, you keep it tight at the back, and then when they start to get frustrated in the second half because they haven't managed to score, that's when you can have the opportunities on the break. That's when you can open them up. Instead, Arteta, with his arrogance, decided we're going to go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a hostile place that we haven't been with that amount of fans before, in a game with high pressure and potentially high consequences in terms of where, what it could do for Arsenal Football Club or Spurs. And we're going to play our game, which plays right into Antonio Conte and Spurs' hands. That is why it's on the manager. Now, Rob Holding. We'll come to Rob Holding now. pathetic.
By the way, I'll just say bit by bit. The first part, I more or less agree with you, right? What I didn't understand is, we all agreed that Son versus Cedric is a problem, but yet it was exactly against Leeds, and I just thought, he could have addressed that Son problem a little bit better. Carry on, go on.
With a back five. It's that simple, isn't it? And the Rob Holding situation, right? Rob Holding, he lost us that game tonight. I 100% agree with you on that, because if he stays on the pitch, maybe it's a different outcome. I don't know. Who knows? He lost his head, and the fact that Rob Holding is one of our most experienced players in our defence, and he's lost his head in the way that he has. When he's played big games like this before, let's not forget, he partnered Mertesacker in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. Yeah, he's played big occasions like this. He knows that you need a little bit of aggression in occasions like this, but not too much aggression, because it could get you sent off. But tonight, he was an absolute clown. Now, I'm going to come to the manager again, right? Because Rob Holding made 2 fouls before he even got his first booking, which could have potentially been bookable offences. You could see that he had lost his head, right? Now, these 2 fouls that he committed, as well as his first booking, was right in front of the touchline, right in front of Mikel Arteta's dugout, right? So where is the manager saying to him, calm down? Yeah, let's not lose our heads. Calm down. You've just received a yellow card. Calm down. Yeah. Where is our captain as well? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say about that.
The leadership on the pitch. Martin Odegaard is our captain. Yeah. But he's not a leader. He is not a leader. I don't care what anybody says. He is not a leader. Where was he? Where was Granit Xhaka? Where was all these other so-called leaders that we have in this team saying, calm down, calm down. You get sent off. This, you could ultimately cost us the game. And now what has happened is Holding's got himself sent off. He's not available for Newcastle. Gabriel's got himself injured. He could potentially not be available for Newcastle. I believe Granit Xhaka got a yellow card towards the end of the game as well, which means he's picked up too many yellow cards. So therefore, he's not available for Newcastle. All of these silly little decisions, that's happened throughout the game, could have been prevented if the manager had just played a back five and stuck to, let's keep it tight, let's go for a draw, and we'll see what happens later on in the game. And maybe we can pick Spurs off on the counter-attack. Instead of that, he once again, inexperience. He showed his inexperience and he showed his arrogance, in my opinion. And that is why we could potentially lose top 4 now. Because it would not surprise me one little bit when we haven't got Holding, we haven't got Gabriel potentially. Ben White doesn't look fit, otherwise, Arteta would have brought him on. And Granit Xhaka is missing from the midfield now. It would not surprise me one little bit if we go away to Newcastle on Monday and lose.
No, there's a good chance. There's a good chance of it. And can I just say, arrogance is the thing that I think is shown up with Arteta today. Is right what he said. Arrogance in the sense of he's gone to Spurs going, I'm going to beat them this way. I know I can do it, and it's come a crop. He's come a cropper.
But then on top of that as well, Lev, right?
Guys, I'm just gonna. I just need to bring a lot of people on tonight.
Sorry, bro, man.
Can I just make this one point quick, Shaheen? Just real quick before you. Let's not just put it on the manager and on the players, right? This is on the Cronkies as well, right? And the reason why it's on the Cronkies is because
Brandon is going for everyone tonight.
Yes, Arteta has achieved what they expected of him at the beginning of the season, which was clearly top 6. But the fact that they offered him this contract right now, when they could potentially say to him, well, we know we originally give you the expectation of achieving European football, which means getting top 6. Now that you have the opportunity to go and get top 4, we've changed our expectation for you. You're in a good position to do it. So you need to achieve top 4 in order to earn your new contract now. Okay. But instead, they've gone, there you go, mate. Sign that. We'll keep you for another 3 years. Well done, Arteta. It's all right, mate. Don't worry about it. If you don't get top 4 and you go and bottle it against these fucking idiots down the road, it doesn't matter, mate. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But I know you're a bit upset on this,
process.
but I just need to bring everybody on and go through, because I've got quite a few people waiting on the background. I'm just dropping the link again on the chat for you guys. Click on the link, join us live, have your say. I'm sure you all upset, you're all angry, just like Lev and Brendan and myself. I'm just going to read the super chat from Wayne. Predictable, over the top criticism and nonsense. The manager holding makes those fouls, ? Total and complete nonsense. Obviously he disagrees, but I think somebody was there early on and I said, and they blamed everything on Arteta basically, but I don't think he would have told Rob Holding to go and do what he did. It's just pure stupidity from Rob Holding. Anyway, Sebastian was here first, so I'm just going to bring him on. Seb, how are you? You all right?
Well, we've had better evenings.
Yeah, go on, tell us your thoughts.
Unbelievable. They just simply let the occasion get to them. And as for Rob Holding, I'm like, can you use your mind a little bit? Because this is a North London derby, and for these games, you need to give everything to the club, everything for the badge, and everything. And then he goes and just does that, and then the game is completely done. The penalty, I thought, was very soft, but the way we capitulated against them is not acceptable. You can't capitulate like that again.
Would you put that on players or the manager, Seb?
Both.
A mixture of both, because the lineup, I agree with what was said earlier, should have gone to back 3. So partly that. Secondly, Ben White, if he's fit enough to be on the bench, and surely he should have started that. He should have started that game. That's another thing. And it just didn't look like we were going to get back in that game. And then people were just losing their heads left, right, and centre. And like, this is not the game for it, and this is the most important game of the season. And I really do worry that this could potentially have shifted the momentum, because these next 2 games we've got coming up are going to be very hard, especially Newcastle away, under the lights on a Monday night in front of their fans who are on a roll at home. And then Everton last game, they could still potentially be fighting for survival. And when you look at their Spurs' 2 fixtures, I can guarantee you it's 6 points of them. Well, you can't guarantee anything in football, but pretty much. And I really worry.
Sheen. Yes. Wait, Sheen. You see, there's a comment there made by Thibaut Pesque. Can you bring it up?
Where is it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, it says bye clown.
No. He says, we're just so naive. I don't know what that ingrains into us. I think it's ingrained into us is what he's trying to say. Regardless of the manager, was the same under Wenger. Naive is a good word, because let me explain. These kids, there's a lot of kids in this team, right? It's a big, important game. Then you look to the manager and you look to leaders, right? The manager's also naive because he's still relatively new in his job. He's still making mistakes in his job. He's made a grievous mistake today, like it was a bad mistake. We all said 5 at the back. Like we all said 3 at the back, 2 wing backs. We said that, right? And we could see it in Weir Layman. He's gone into Spurs, played straight into their hands and loses 3-0. The players, though, have got to answer for their capitulation and Holding. Listen, I still cannot believe we have a centre-back that plays for French international first 11, has been named in every French overall 11 side that's been named season after season since he's been there, or how long he's been there, and he's deemed not better than Holding, and we got Holding as our player here now. That's another huge mistake. It's ridiculous. Sorry, bro.
So let me just hold on. Let me just ask Abdul. Abdul, what's your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, how are you guys doing? So I only have about 5 minutes because I actually have my own coaching to do right now for my team. So I'm about
get in there. What age group are you coaching, Abdul?
I'm coaching basically all ages from 4 to 14, and I have like a couple other coaches with me.
Yeah, Abdul.
I only have about 5 minutes to go. I'm just gonna say what I think about the game.
So go on.
Yeah. So yeah, just the game for me was I closed the TV after the second half. After the first half, I didn't even bother watching the second half. I was like, I already know what's happening. It's typical Arsenal. We like always towards the end of the season, they always have to mess with our hearts. All I wanted was a draw. Honestly, that's all I wanted. Just a draw. Just draw the game. But then you have like Rob Holding. The reason Rob Holding was benched initially was because he was never consistent. He had a couple good games, sure, but now he's having one bad game which is going to cost us probably top 4, right? So that's why he was benched initially, and that's why we got Ben White. So then the reason I blame Arteta here is not because Rob Holding did the mistake, but it's because we loaned Saliba. If we had Saliba, we wouldn't have been in this issue, right?
No.
But the fact is that we have to sub in Rob Holding because what's your next best option?
I don't know about that because when Saliba was sent out on loan, he was a bit raw. He was sent out to get experience, and you're seeing what you see.
He was still better than Holding.
I don't see why he can't get the experience with
Saliba today. And say, that's the Saliba that we lent out on loan because that was not the guy. That for me is a bunch of bogus because why can't a player gain experience at our club? Why do they have to go and sure it works in a lot of cases where they get loaned, they improve and they come back a much better player. But there are also a lot of cases where players actually stay. For example, Xhaka, who basically struggled. Xhaka had a great start, then he struggled for a lot of games. And then Unai Emery was sacked, Arteta came in, and then Xhaka started bouncing back, right? He developed under our club. He was playing every game, right? And then he developed and kept improving himself. I don't know why that can happen with a player like Saliba, but that's my point over there. Was that Saliba, he couldn't play every game for Arsenal where he's done for Marseille. And what you're seeing today, a Saliba that is there today, I don't think you can say that is the guy that we lent out. He's a lot better than
I agree, Shaheen. I agree, but my point is that he could have been that improved player under playing for Arsenal rather than us loaning him out, right? Because at the end of the day, you still need centre backs, right?
Abdul, I agree with you, bro. Because I think Saliba was better than Holding before we loaned him.
Exactly.
If he's got more of a ceiling, why are you not keeping him and developing him? Why you got somebody?
I don't know.
In the chat, somebody in the chat has said, "Stop going on about Saliba. He's not tested in the Premier League." Well, you know what? Holding has been tested in the Premier League, and many times he's come up short. So what's your point?
Exactly. Like that for me is just a bunch of bogus. The whole idea was that he doesn't have Premier League experience. Like, well, the guy has to play to get the experience. Like anyways, that's the only blame I throw towards Arteta, because I don't know whether it was he couldn't deal with Saliba or he just didn't want to put up with it. I don't know what it is, but the man management that this guy has is going to cost us. Like, imagine when we have more than one game a week, like going forward. Like if we make top 4 and we got the Champions League and we got the Premier League games and then we got cup games and then he's gonna have a fallout with this player or a fallout with that player. Like I don't know. At this point, I honestly don't know. Right?
Listen, like he's also at fault for the way he set up. He should have set up with a back 3, and he should have made them have to come at us and frustrated them, shut the crowd down, start frustrating the crowd, get the crowd on the players' backs. Yeah, let them get desperate, then look to pick them off. That's all he had to do. I don't understand how he set up to
just go for the draw. Just go for the draw. That's if you can hold them back and then just sneak that one goal in, just like how he did before. Like he's done it before. It's not like his first time doing it. Like he's done it before against Man City when we won the FA Cup. Like he can do it. It's not like he cannot do it. The man can do it. It's just he thought he was gonna win this game, and I don't know under what. Yeah, I don't know under what basis. Like Thomas Partey isn't even there. Like I again, I don't know what made him so confident that we can go for the win. But like all we need, like, man, I just wanted just a draw. Like to lose 3-0 is just, and that I blame on Rob Holding because he basically caused that issue. But like, I don't know. I'm just so frustrated because I've always said that Arteta can stay if he gets top 4. Now it's kind of looking shaky. But even when Tom was there on Monday, I mentioned that I don't even care about the Spurs game. Okay, sure, it's about pride and we have to win, but as long as we have our healthy players all playing against Newcastle and against Everton, we can get top 4, right? That for me was the most important thing. For me, those 2 games were more important than Spurs, because at the end of the day, they have Antonio Conte as their new manager. They've been killing it with him. They've been improving a lot under him. I don't think Arteta has been able to be any top manager this season. The only one may be Chelsea, but that's because Chelsea, like with the whole sanctions and everything with their owner and all that jazz, is probably causing them a lot of stress in the club anyways, and they're just on the downturn. But any healthy team that has no issues, Liverpool, Man City, and now Spurs, that actually have a healthy environment after they got Antonio Conte, like I don't think he's beat any of those teams. And Man United does not count because they're in a worse state than us. And then at the beginning of the season, we said top 5, we're still okay with it, or top 6, we're okay with it. Sorry, I'm just gonna finish with this. Expectations change. Why? Man United underperformed. Spurs underperformed at the beginning of the season. So I don't see why we can't change our expectation from top 6 to top 4, right? I'm not totally blaming Arteta for this because he can't control his own holding, but.
Come on, Shahid, get a grip, Shahid.
I can't give you the whole thing. I've got people waiting on the background.
Anyways, I have to go myself, you guys. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys.
Brother. Thank you.
Hey,
Seb,
let me tell you something funny. Can I just say something funny that's made me laugh? Can I just say something? This is how little girls know about football. Like my girlfriend knows about football. Not girls, sorry. Right, but look. 3-0 down, yeah? 10 men. She messages me. It was about 60th minute. I hope they score 3 for you, babe. Like that's gonna happen. Okay. Like, what is that?
Yeah, well, she's just trying to obviously make you
10
feel better.
men, bro.
Sebastian, so you put that down to players or the manager?
Mixture of both.
And would you say what do you think about chances finishing top 4?
Listen, to be honest with you, I'm just lost, and I really do worry that this is a momentum shifted, and these are 2 hard games, and with a couple more injuries and suspensions we picked up, and I'm not sure. I don't want to completely say no. I've got a bad feeling we could crumble this, because I've said all along before the kickoff, we lose this game, I can see us crumbling in one of our last 2. We draw it, we should be fine. We win it, and it was there. And I said this, and I stick with that. I hope I'm wrong.
Well, listen, everybody,
we could crumble. I hope I'm wrong.
That's fine. No, don't worry. Well, hopefully we'll finish top 4. But Sebastian does articles for us. You can see it every week on Arsenal Lounge Twitter. And when we're going to get the next one, Seb?
Either next week or the week after.
Okay, that's fine. When you're ready, send it through. We'll
think about what to write about next, maybe.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. Oh dear.
Later. Yeah, Seb is quite upset about this as well. We've got Mo and Maximus in the house as well. But I've got to, before we start, Maximus.
How's it going?
Max,
can you hear me?
Are you feeling all right today? What is this comment you put in here, man? This show is better when Lev is moderating. You want to get blocked or something?
I was being facetious, man. It's just that guy was going on.
You're looking for trouble.
No, it's just one of those days.
Is there something going on here?
Yeah.
Well, let's start with you two. What's your thoughts on the game, Maximus?
So I didn't look at the second half. I had no interest in
same.
Watching
I don't think anyone watched it.
So I kind of turned off. But I started the game and I was kind of looking at the way we were playing, and I thought to ourselves, like, look at us. We're on the halfway line, dictating possession. Fine, fair enough. But I think in a game like this, to Jasmeet's point, who joined in, fellow Canadian, he made the point that we should have been sitting deep, obviously, and just you're trying to manage the game essentially, waiting for them to get frustrated. Their fans actually were getting frustrated when we started pressing them, and they were playing through the back, right? With regards to Rob Holding, I mean, come on, let's look at the lineup. It's ridiculous. How are we starting Cedric? I said this last week. How are we thinking about playing Cedric against the most dangerous winger, left winger in world football? He is the guy. If you look at his contribution rate, the guy is unbelievable. So it's just one of those things I was kind of confused by, but it was expected because we have an inexperienced manager, and he would do things like that. He has his favorites. He's going to play them. So you guys were just debating the William Saliba point, and it goes back to my point. How is Rob Holding still in this Arsenal squad? And we have one of the most upcoming centre halves, renowned. Like, this is, he's revered by many, many top players, but he seems to have a problem with him. He has a problem with Guendouzi, and I don't want to harp on about the manager, but that was definitely one of the decisions I couldn't understand today. I just couldn't fathom how he made that decision when Tomiyasu was fit as well. But to a point that you made, you said something to the extent of, do I think Mikel Arteta, it would be asinine for Mikel Arteta to have Rob Holding go in and follow him? No, but I do believe that he told him to get tight with him and be aggressive, which is what I believe led to that to begin with. Because the way we were playing, there was no need. You could tell. As soon as Son got the ball, we were close to him. And to Jasmeet's point again, if he was on the touchline, I think it was Brandon that made that point. He's right on the touchline. You can tell him, fall back a bit, and let's control the game. Let's not get too hectic. And that was a stonewall penalty. Anyone saying that's not a penalty, they're off their marbles.
It was a needless penalty, bro.
Exactly. I just couldn't understand it. And I'm looking at Tomiyasu making tackles on Kane, because Kane technically would have scored that goal like 9 or 10 times with that block Tomiyasu made. That's a goal for Harry Kane. He should have been playing against Son. He's a little bit more, a bit more of a logical player. He may not be the paciest, but he's a lot more intelligent than
he's
Cedric.
The best
Cedric's a horrible
1v1
Cedric's a horrible footballer. I kept saying week in, week out, he's the worst player on the pitch.
Yeah, Maximus, listen, I think it just comes down to the simple fact that Cedric and Holding just not good enough for this level and this.
Yeah, but we had this argument last week, and I got ripped to shreds when people were telling me, because these players have 1 or 2 good games. Mohamed El Nene has 1 or 2 good games. Let's keep them. These players are not good enough, people. They're not. When we play big teams, we need top players that can come in and fill these places. Because now Gabriel's out. Who do we have coming in? We don't have a top player coming in there. These things happen throughout the season.
You know what's going to happen? He's going to play Tomiyasu centre back.
Exactly.
Right? And he's going to end up having to bring Tavares back.
I'm telling you guys right now, and I'm preparing you guys for it, because I saw it coming. We're not beating Newcastle. I'm telling you, we're not. They have won like 7 or 8 games. I think they've accumulated some of the most points in the last 3 months in the Premier League. If you think that we're going there and getting a win, and we're renowned against Eddie Howe's teams, we've had difficult times against them, and he has top quality players, if you want to call them that. We're going to have a difficult time there because the pressure's on us.
Hold on, Maximus. Hold your thoughts. Don't go anywhere. Guys, thank you very much, obviously, for everybody who's tuned in, watching us. Please hit the like, subscribe. I'm just dropping the links in the chat. Please click on the link. Join us. Have your say. Hold on, Lev. Hold on. Mo has been waiting very patiently for some time now. He disagrees with quite a few of the other points that other people made, because I could see him in the background going, no, like this. So, Mo, go on. Floor is yours. We're going to let you speak. What's your thoughts on the game?
Hi, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, mate.
Hello, Mo.
Yes, I waited patiently. I have many thoughts on the game, different from all I heard from all people, including you. I think I need some time to express all my points or my thoughts. First of all, yes, but there are many. The hero of the night for me is Paul Tierney, disgraceful referee. For me, he was waiting our team to commit any small error to be against us. Soft penalty for me. I saw these nudges every week in all the Premier League matches, in every corner. I didn't see one referee that makes it a penalty. Cedric is stupid, okay, but it's not a penalty. Soft. It's a little nudge. I saw it every week in all the Premier League matches.
Yeah, but Mo, why do it? Why do it? Why you know the referees are always after us. Why do it, Mo?
And Paul Tony let us off the hook actually with the first two challenges from Rob Holding.
I didn't start even talking. I didn't start.
No,
Mo, please speak quicker so we can get through the points quicker. Go on.
Yes. I told you, Cedric is stupid for this. The problem of many or some of our fans is that we love extremely and hate extremely. It's not like this. For me, I sit in the middle. Rob Holding in the last few matches was very good. West Ham match was the man of the match and he scored a goal, and all the fans were saying that he was very good. Today, because he's sent off, he's the worst defender in the world. It's not like this. It's football. It's an incident inside the match about the lineup. I think it's a good lineup. We knew that we are a thin squad. This 11 players that started is the best 11 that we have today. And people forget the first 20 minutes. First 20 minutes today, we're very good, disciplined, on the front foot. We didn't give Tottenham any sniff. They didn't even came to our area. All the picture was going very good for us. Till the penalty. The penalty changed the game. Then the send-off. Of course, another suffering is the injury of Gabriel. But if Cedric, I'm not a fan of Cedric, but if Cedric not started today, who will start? Okay. Tomiyasu will play on the right, and Nuno Tavares, who all the fans, all the people who spoke today were against playing Nuno Tavares in the big game because he's not assured defensively. So, guys, many people are contradicting themselves. Another point. If we play 5, okay.
Let's go 1 point by point.
It's important. Yes, okay.
Go quickly.
You're so rude, Shaheem.
If we play a back 3, it's not guaranteed that we win a match. Nobody knows what happened in the future. If we play back 3 and lost,
that's the thing, though. So
let me continue.
Hold on, Mo.
If we play back 3, if we played back 3 and lost the match, the fans say, "Oh, we were frightened. We didn't go to win. We defended only." So it's not like this. This is our team. We must stand with our team till the end. And
I think he's trying to get a point across. Shane's trying to get a point across. You need to learn to be able to debate.
Guys, hold on. Let's
have
talk
someone
about
interject, man.
Right? Because what you said is something I disagree with. You said you thought it was a good lineup, and I disagree with that. And what you say, and I think Lev and Maximus are disagreeing, is the 3 at the back thing. Because you're saying there's no guarantee that we could have finished that. I think it would have made us look. It would have made us a bit more secure at the back.
Solid,
Lev,
yeah.
what do you think?
We didn't have to.
Shaheen.
Wait,
you asked me, yes? You asked me?
No, I'm saying I disagree with what you said.
Okay. I will answer you. Tottenham, till the penalty, they didn't have a sniff, even a ball in our area. So the first 20 minutes were ideal. In the same lineup that you are all against, this is the penalty that changed the match.
No,
the
penalty.
penalty.
Wait. The thing is, you guys like to let this guy get away with stuff, man.
I need to say something. Mo, hold on. All right, let's just take your point and say it was the penalty. Okay, the penalty. It was a soft penalty. All right, we'll take that. It could have been deemed a soft penalty. After that, we lost our heads. We had no structure.
Yeah.
Holding was all over the place. You cannot tell me that the lineup is okay and then they concede 1 goal and then they capitulate like this. This is not.
I told you,
man. No, bro. Listen.
Okay.
Cedric should not have been playing on the side of Song. All right. If you want to really play Cedric, put him on the other side.
Exactly.
Tomiyasu should have been on Son. Okay. Simple. And then he should have played the back 3. We didn't have to win, Mo.
Exactly.
We didn't have to win. He got it wrong, bro. He got it wrong, man. He got it wrong.
Okay.
And just for stats,
Hold
just to
what killed us? What killed us is the second goal. What killed us is the second goal. In these matches, these big matches, it's played on small details.
Well, like, can somebody else speak, man?
Hold on. I've muted you because I keep calling more. You need to let everybody. You spoke. Lev responded. Now let Maximus respond, and then you can respond to both of them.
I've never seen that. Oh my days.
Yeah. So I was just quickly going to say, because I know he wants to speak, but I'm just quickly going to say, just to your point more. Actually, after the 8th minute, Tottenham had 65% possession. So up until 20 minutes, that's all nonsense. And secondly, the game is 90 minutes, right? So the point is, we should have been solid defensively. I said this last week. I would take a Mourinho type performance here. We did not need to win this game. We just needed not to lose. The reason I say that as well, fine, we would have completed. We would have been in the top 4 had we won the game. Fantastic. The problem is the mentality and the momentum. We do not want to go into the Newcastle game and an Everton game with 2 teams who are obviously in the ascendancy, down on confidence. And we know this team is a confidence team as well. They're very young. When they're down on confidence, there's no performance there. So this is what I anticipated and I was in fear of. So I just wanted to make that point. I know that you want to defend the manager and the team. I get it. You're behind your team and I respect that. But you have to call things as they are. This was categorically a terrible decision in terms of the players that were put out there, the decision making from the players. Cedric should not have been on that side. Rob Holding is a terrible defender, which is why he's still at Arsenal and nobody else wants him. He's a terrible defender. So I get it. You want to support the team. You have these views and I respect them. But sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture. If you, like I said last week, if we want to win, we want to move forward. Some of these players are just not good enough, even when filling in. And it's proven today. It only took a couple days to prove my point.
Yeah, hold on, Maximus. I want to see what more disagrees, because I agree with Maximus. So I want to see what you disagree with more.
No, I just was speaking about the point. Okay, we got behind with the penalty. If the result were to continue for many minutes, 1-0, we'll have a chance to enter the match and to level. But what killed us, what is the second goal? And I spoke with you guys about the goal that we conceded against Leeds. Lev, you remember a few days ago, I told you the concerning thing after today's win against Leeds is to concede a goal from a corner, from the first corner of the match for Leeds. And today we conceded the second goal from a corner to Spurs. We lost the first ball. This second goal killed us. It's the responsibility of all the players who are marking inside our box. Second goal killed the match. You have a penalty. Second goal give away from a corner. Sent off players. The match was killed earlier. So all these points must be put on the table. And about our squad, we have a thin squad. Thin. We knew this. We knew this.
I don't want to discuss this again. I think that's a ridiculous conversation to have. Like, I don't want to talk about the fragility of the squad and how thin it is.
Hold on, Maximus. Let's bring Fitz in. Let's see what Fitz thinks of this. Fitz, how are you, man?
Yeah, not great. You know,
what's your thoughts on the game and what's been said?
Well, you know, I saw this coming. Really, I mean, so many people like Mo, you know, giving me his dues, was so, you know, upbeat. Guys on aftv, etc., so upbeat before the game, saying, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that." And for me, there's been a lot of last straws for me with Arteta. But the most glaring one for me in the most recent times of this season was when we played Southampton away. We just lost to Brighton. An hour before kickoff, Brighton had beaten Spurs. So coming out to that game, you know, Arteta should have given the biggest any given Sunday speech, Churchillian speech going before the game. And each player should have walked out with their chests beaming out and saying, "Right, boys, we've got a chance here." And it was a dreadful 90 minutes against Southampton. That is why this game today, we got exactly what I expected. A listless, gutless, clueless performance.
Yep.
A bad bit of, yet again, tactically wrong from Arteta. But, you know, I'm not going to go on about that.
Can I just
and it was
Fitz,
poor.
Fitz, I'm sorry to stop you, but can I just ask something here? Lev, do you think Arteta tactically got it right or wrong? Just a yes or no.
No.
Mo, do you think hold on. Do you think tactically he got it right or wrong?
You're asking me?
I'm asking you, do you think Arteta got it tactically right or wrong? Yes or no? Just right or wrong. No, don't explain. Just right or wrong.
You're so rude.
I think yes.
You think he's got it right?
Yes, the starting lineup. For me, I agree on this line.
I'll come back to you. Hold on. Maximus, you think he's got it right or wrong?
We lost 3-0. No.
Okay. Fitz, I know you think you got it wrong.
Yeah,
Brendan,
yes,
it's silly of me asking Brendan this.
No way.
You think you got it wrong. So, you see, you got 1, 2, 3, 5 people here. They think tactically he got it wrong.
Okay, Shaheen, I respect all opinions. No problem for me.
I understand. There's no problem here. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to find out why do you think, and I'm sorry, Fitz, I'll cut you off. I'll come back to you, right? I just want to ask you more. Why do you think he got it right? Because
some people can see what they want only to see, not the whole picture. It's not it's not about when we lose a game.
No. I definitely see your picture. It's a picture where we lose 3-0 and we're probably going to lose the top 4.
Question for me.
Do you think I wanted to see this? I didn't want to see this.
No. Not to lose. No.
I am not seeing what I wanted.
I didn't mean this. I mean some people want to see some points and don't see another points. It's not.
What do you see that?
It's a painful night. Shaheen. I'm trying to speak, but no, nobody allows me.
Okay, go on. Speak. I'll give you 1 minute to speak.
For me, it's as all you painful night. But for me, when we lose a match, it's not the picture is black. When we win a match, the picture is white. We must have another color in the middle. It's my thoughts always about anything. It's not black and white. The life is not black and white. We must have another color in the middle. The first 20 minutes, and some people, it's 90. Okay, it's 90 minutes. The circumstances of the matches killed us. Soft penalty. Second goal, which we are to blame for in the corner.
99% of people disagree with you that that's a soft penalty.
Again, interrupt me. Again, you interrupt me. Again and again. I didn't finish a point.
Continue. When you meet up with your mates, do you just speak and then everybody just listens to you and you don't interject? And
I'm speaking, but you are speaking.
You can interject. I'm not telling you to stop. Like, why are you so weird, man? You can
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens after.
You speak and I listen to you. Yes.
Everyone has a breakdown. Everyone's having a breakdown.
Wow. This guy's
I didn't even finish at one point.
Shaheen, get a grip. Shaheen, get a grip, man.
No, hold on. Go on, Mo. Finish up
quickly.
Into a shambles. Maximus will give you a chance to come back after. Go on. But finish quickly, Mo.
Yes.
Go on, finish.
Thank you. As I said, for me, the referee is the hero of the night. The second goal killed us, and it's a team to play. All the defenders, all the players who were marking. As I said, first goal changed the match. Second goal killed us. After that, the send off. First 20 minutes, 11 against 11, we were better than Spurs. In the same lineup. We were in front foot. But these circumstances changed the match. And I was listening to Arteta before I came here. He said that the referee destroyed the game. I agree. I think Paul Tierney was awful. Second thing, he said that our eyes is on Newcastle. For me, if we don't win against Newcastle, we don't deserve to be top 4. We must beat Newcastle. Although we have some players missing, we must beat Everton. It's simple as this. If we deserve it, we must beat Newcastle and Everton.
This is the longest minute of my life.
Maximus. No, hold on. Brendan, hold on. No, hold on. I'll come back to you, Brendan, because Maximus was speaking. He wanted to.
Sorry, actually, I'll say this, Brandon. I'll just be really quick. I'll be quick. I mean, we're just being inundated by a load of rubbish. So let's be fair here. The referee.
Who is the rubbish?
The referee.
Speak in a respectful way. Speak in a respectable way.
Everyone stop arguing. What is going on here? Chill out.
Very respectful.
Oi. Everyone just shout
I'll
for a
make my
minute,
point.
right? We're all adults here. We should not be arguing with each other, man. Let's just fix up.
Wait, rubbish.
So
Right,
I'll make
Mo,
my point.
chill
I'm
out,
just saying.
man.
I'm just saying. I was just making the point that the referee had no influence on the match in that sense. Yes, it was a penalty. 99% of people agree that it was a penalty. And I get where this guy's coming from. He just wants to see everything in a positive light. That's his personality. I mean, I may have a pop at him sometime. I wasn't calling him an idiot. I'm just saying we were just being inundated by a lot of nonsense because those points, everybody on this panel and 99% of the people out there, even the most ridiculous delusional Arsenal fans would agree that was a penalty. This is a question. Rob Holding technically should have been booked way before his actual first booking. He technically could have had a red card for kneeing Son in the back. Even Gary Neville said, like, if they actually reviewed that on VR, he could have been sent off. So I'm not sure what he's on about here. I get Mo and he wants to, he's trying to see the positives and he's overly positive because he's sticking to his guns. He believes in the team and this process and all this nonsense and the rubbish. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I'm sorry, like, I may sound like I'm you're glaring or whatever. I'm actually very, very disappointed. And usually when I'm in this tone, it's because I've just kind of lost all hope. And that's the most disappointing, position to be in as a fan, because I genuinely don't think we're going to get top four. They have two easy matches. I think they're going to be gimmies. They're playing Norwich and I think it's Burnley. Those are gimme matches. They're going to win those because they're on the ascendancy. They're going to be high in confidence. We have our center halves missing. We're obviously down in confidence. I just kind of given up all hope. I don't even think I'd care to watch the Newcastle game, to be quite fair.
Shaheen, have we not seen enough red cards today? Can we not bring Mo back and make some peace?
I just want him to calm down.
Come on, he was shouting, but like
it's a bit. So
I know, but he's like my uncle, man.
It's not fair. It's not fair. I didn't speak any bad word. And he put me out. And who speak the bad word? Put him in. Not fair. It's not fair.
Mo,
it's not fair. I'm respectful to all, but some people are not respectful.
No, you need to understand.
You can't deal me with this. You can't deal.
Mo, I've muted you. Listen, yeah. You need to understand. He wasn't telling you you're rubbish. He was saying what you're saying is not agree with. You need to understand what he's saying, and also screaming and this and that. You understand? I understand. You might think he was insulting you, but I don't think he was. So. Hold on, I'm gonna unmute you, but hold on.
Hands up, behave yourself, blood. Right? I'm watching you.
Brendan, go on.
We're talking about Arteta's tactics and whether he got them right. So I'm gonna ask Mo two questions.
Oh no.
Is this the Mo show?
If Arteta had come with a back three or a back five rather than a back four, do you think that Cedric would have been exposed by Son in the way that he was to enable him to give away the penalty that he did? That's number one. Do you think as well that we would have conceded that second goal if Arteta had chose to bring on Ben White like he should have done, yeah, rather than whoever it was he did bring on? Yeah. Do you think we would have conceded that goal from that corner? That's what I'm getting at. That's where.
Okay. It's good question, and I will answer
quickly. Yeah.
Yes, I spoke. Brendan, I spoke before the match that it's a possibility. When we spoke before the match that we may play a back three, but if we play a back three, it's not a guarantee that you will success. Okay. I was with playing a back three, but for me, this nudge for Cedric, if we played back three, he could did the same nudge about Ben White. Ben White is not ready. It's not fit. Arteta didn't want to play him today to get injured again. He was keeping him for Newcastle, and he said this: he's not fit fully to play in this match. So if Ben White played and get injured, will be without any center backs in the next match. Next match he will be ready. So Ben White is not ready to play. It's as easy as this.
Okay.
Can I ask another one quick question as well?
Before you do, Brendan, I just want to read a couple of super chats people put out. I think there's a Tottenham fan here. holding championship level. Come on, you Spurs. That's bound to FC. Thank you.
Oh, you
very
tight
much.
ass. 179. Come on, man.
And we've got another one. Cliff. This Gizmo is more the the tire yeah. Thank you, Cliff, for that super chat as well. But yeah, you can ask more another question. And then I need to keep it going because I need to bring other people in.
Today.
I want to ask everybody.
Well, Lev, I'm going to take you off, you know. Behave yourself.
I want to ask everybody a question. Why did we postpone the game in January? If we was worried about getting slapped about in January because we had all these injuries and COVID cases and all this, that, and the other, right? Why did we bother to even postpone the game just to turn up like we did tonight?
You are asking this question, Brandon, because we lost today.
No,
if we draw or win, you will not ask this question. Believe me. If we won today or draw, you will not ask this question.
We didn't.
This is the point, right? We postponed that game in January in order to give ourselves a better chance of beating Tottenham, right? That's a fact.
We didn't have an 11 fit senior players according to the law.
Apart from Thomas Partey and Kieran Tierney, we was with every single senior player that we have in this squad fit today, right?
No.
So hang on, we had given ourselves a better chance of beating Tottenham today than what we did if we'd have played them in January. But it's the way that we turned up today, the mentality, pathetic, man. Seriously.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think it's just. Go ahead, Fitz. You haven't said anything. You know what?
This team, Brandon. This team played very well in some parts of the season. When we lose, it's black.
Man, Fitz. Mo, you see what happens? You when you keep speaking, you see Fitz. He hasn't spoken for a long time, and he just.
No, he asked me. Brandon asked me, and I answered him. Simple.
Sorry, can I say something? Like I'm not having
Fitz,
a go here.
Back,
I'm actually being very, very polite. Shaheen, I know obviously you're the moderator, and I know I do have certain little pops or whatever, but I think Mo, and I'm being very respectful when I say this, I really truly believe you need to be able to interact with the panel. Like, it's not just you talking.
In a polite way and a respectful way, because I am a respectful guy to all.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not
you need
in
to be
another
able to,
way. I will not.
Yeah, but you should allow somebody to be able to interject on your point and just have a debate. That's what
some of your words are not suitable.
But
for this show,
you won't allow people to have a say, man.
Hold on. It's not my responsibility. It's the responsibility of Liv and Shaheen.
For you to decide what is suitable, what is not suitable. It's for me to decide because I'm seeing what's going on right now. This and that.
When he insults me, it's suitable. When he insults me, it's suitable. Second time, last time, and this time.
No,
this
why
is
are you
twice.
Shouting, bro?
Twice now.
Stop shouting, bro. Just stop shouting. Be
when
calm,
I tell you to
be calm.
Quickly,
it's not shouting, Liv. Just
you are, bro.
Focusing on the point only.
You're shouting.
Mo, I'm sorry, man. We're done for today, man. Honestly, Maximus, I've got other people that I want to bring on. So, do you want to have your final thoughts?
Yeah, I will.
Fitz,
you know what?
Fitz, can you please come back on? I'll put you back on because
just respectfully, I think I just want to say again, I'm not trying to have a puppet Mo, but I just believe that he needs to be able to interact with the panel. However, anyway, my final point is I'm just not too enthusiastic. I'm not too confident about the matches that we have coming up. I think those two teams are in the ascendancy right now. We have two very, very, very difficult games. Against teams that, like I said, are in the ascendancy. So I don't think it's looking good. And I think we've jumped the gun in giving this manager a new contract. And he's gonna probably fall flat on his face. And I think all of these fans singing the Super Mick Arteta, they're gonna look pretty daft. And I get getting behind the team, but singing a song like that is pretty ridiculous in support of the manager. We should be getting behind the players and the club as a whole. This is really disappointing. I'm not even looking forward to next season if we don't get into Champions League because it's going to be another season of this nonsense with this manager. And he's been given, 3 years? I mean, this is just disappointing. If you want to be in the gutter is losing to Spurs with a manager who's inexperienced and having to deal with him for another 3 years. I'm just done with it, to be quite fair.
Do you think we're going to finish top four, Maximus?
I don't think we will. I'll be very honest in saying this, and I'm going to say this. If I fall, I hope I'm wrong. I don't think we have a shot at getting top four right now.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming on today, man.
No problem. I respect you guys, and you guys have a great show here.
Thanks, Maximus.
We've got somebody in the background as well. I'm sorry, you have to wait for a long time. King, Saint, Gambian, Guna. How are you, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm obviously.
What's your thoughts on the game, man?
Man, poor performance from the team. Poor mentality. I think the manager got the lineup wrong. I think we were in a situation where we were 4 points ahead of Spurs. We didn't necessarily need to win the game. We have played with a back five with him successfully many times. He's probably had his best period with a back five. And we know that Spurs play with a back five. So why not match that, play with a low block and try and counter attack? Because we know that if you play with a high line, Spurs is probably the best team, bar Liverpool, who wants to face a high line.
Yeah, they're on the counter.
Yeah, and we couldn't handle it. Rob Holding is not fast. That's why he couldn't handle Son. Gabriel is not fast. We couldn't handle them. And not at any time did he try to adjust it. You know, sometimes you get your tactics right during the game, but you can twist it. You can make a substitution or you can make a formational change. But he didn't do that. And that's my problem with him, that when he doesn't get the tactics right from the beginning, there is no plan B. I haven't seen it yet. I think.
But you think today was on manager or the players?
I think it's both, and I'm going to tell you why.
Well, be quick.
It was the sorry. It was the manager's choice to keep Rob Holding, to renew his contract, and to have faith on him. It was the manager's choice to have a small squad, and it was the manager's choice to send out Saliba on loan, etc. So at the end of the day, it's his decision, his squad, his players, and they didn't turn up. So he needs to take blame for that. Yes, we can be angry at Rob Holding, but Rob Holding isn't good enough. So he shouldn't be in that situation.
Okay. You think we're going to finish top four?
I think if we win against Newcastle, yeah, but I think it's going to be hard because, again, now, injuries, suspended players, mentality-wise, are we going to turn up? Are we going to bottle it? Do we have the right mentality? Now it's up to him to show us why he deserved that new contract.
Okay, fair. Listen, thank you very much for coming on and giving us your thoughts, man.
Thanks for having me on, guys. And good luck.
Sorry for the wait, bro.
And yeah, I'm sorry. It was just a bit of a thing going on.
I understand. Listen, your channel is great.
Thanks, man.
I follow you guys a lot. I watch
you.
you on TGT as well. And good luck to you guys.
Thank you very much for coming on.
you, man.
Make sure you come on more often when we're doing this show so you can get to have your say more often.
Yes,
thanks,
man.
brother. Take care, yeah?
Take care, bro.
That was a
fucking hell, Shaheen.
For everybody that is watching, hold on. For everybody that is watching, right? Sometimes it's really difficult to manage these things because people talking over each other, 2 or 3 people talking, the sounds gets lost. I don't want to be rude to anybody, take them off, bring them on. But when people start shouting and it gets out of hand, I have to take people off and just deal with it. Go on, Lev, what do you want to say?
I was just going to say, you knew I didn't want to come on to this today because I was so pissed off. And like, fucking hell, this is like, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I thought I was pissed off. There were some serious pissed off people out there.
Yeah, listen, everybody's got opinion. I mean, Mo has got some points that I can see where he's coming from. Other people has got some. I mean, Fitz was here. He didn't get to say much, but you know, a lot of people agree that he didn't get the tactics right in terms of the fullbacks. And obviously, as soon as Rob Holding got sent off, then the game plan's out of the window. So we've been doing this for about an hour now. So should we just do a quick player rating and then we'll call it a day? Yeah. So I'll start with Ramsdale. I'll give him 6. He made a couple of good saves. You know, he didn't do much wrong today. None of the goals was his fault. So I'll give him a 6. Cedric, Lev.
1 for turning up.
Brandon, Rob Holding.
0, mate. 0.
People in the comment, please, if you can put your ratings as well, that would be brilliant.
Rob Holding has to be a 0. He lost us that game by getting sent off, losing his head.
Okay.
0.
That's fine. Gabriel. I'll give him 4 because there was times that I actually thought Gabriel was more likely to get sent off because he's got that rash thing in him sometimes that comes out. Tomiyasu, Lev.
I was so tempted to go, make it quick, because he was doing that all day. Make it quick. Tomiyasu 6. It was all right. He didn't really do much wrong.
Yeah. El-Neni?
See, El-Neni's a tough one, really, because he's a very simple footballer, isn't he? And I think you could see what he was trying to do at the beginning of the game. You could see that he was trying to pick up Kane, and that was his job and his role to pick up Kane and not give him the space. But then, of course, when we capitulate the way that we did, that game plan kind of goes out the window, and El-Neni just becomes a simple footballer. You know, does what he says on the tin. So for me, El-Neni probably a 4, 5, maybe.
Granit Xhaka for me. I'll give him a 5, an average 5. He played 3 positions today. He played left back, centre mid, and centre back.
Yeah, all of them shit.
And he wasn't the worst player on the pitch today. But he got a yellow card for stupid reason. Martinelli, Lev.
I could never knock Martinelli because he always tries. He tries. Do you know what I mean? Even 5. What can the kid do? Tell me.
Odegaard.
I actually think Martinelli was our best player, to be fair. Odegaard did absolutely nothing today. Absolutely nothing. And this is the thing with Arsenal. We're so heavily reliant on Martin Odegaard. If Martin Odegaard plays well, we play well. If he plays crap, we play crap. And it's kind of, I suppose it comes with the role of being the orchestrator as well, but it's too inconsistent for me, mate. You know, he can look like an absolute world-beating number 10 midfielder on his day, but then when he doesn't have his day, it's just crap, absolute crap. And today he was crap.
Okay. I mean, look, to be fair, I mean, I'm not Martin Odegaard's biggest fan, but I can't criticize him today because there was times that he had the ball, but there's nothing to play in front of him. Saka, for me, I'll give him a 5, an average 5. I thought it was not. And look, when he gets sent off early in a big games like that, it changes a lot of things. So some players that normally would have done well can't because they have to come back, help out.
I'll disagree with you, Saka rating, by the way. I think he was one of our worst players, Bukayo Saka.
Well, there's not a lot that he can do after the sending off, can he?
No, but I also question the manager as well with this one because he moved Granit Xhaka to the left back, but Bukayo Saka can play left back. And he actually does all right at left back as well.
I think maybe he kept Saka there because he wanted him to offer something going forward.
But he wasn't offering anything. This is the thing. He wasn't offering nothing.
Yeah, but when you go down to 10 man against a team like that,
I don't blame Saka so much because I don't think he was 100% fit anyway because he'd pick up a knock against Leeds.
Anyway, let's move on from that. Lev and Nketiah.
Make it quick. Eddie Nketiah. 4.
Yeah, probably not a lot.
Hello, Lee.
Who came on? I think Emil Smith-Rowe came on, didn't he, for Martinelli first?
Yeah.
Emil Smith-Rowe, Brandon.
Did he come on first? I can't remember now.
I didn't watch any of the second half.
Anyway, Emil Smith-Rowe.
Emil Smith-Rowe. Can you really rate the substitutions? Did they really get enough time?
It was on for about maybe 15, 20 minutes.
I mean, to be fair, the game was pretty much over when they came on, weren't it? So, ESR, just give him a standard 5, I think.
For me, I think the next one in was Tavares. Again, he didn't have much time, but in a limited time that he was playing at left back, I think he made a couple of decent runs up front, which give him a standard 5. And Lacazette, Lev.
I didn't watch any of the second half.
Okay. Lacazette, Brandon?
Lacazette. Again, did he have any time to do anything? No, not really.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I don't know whether you two agree with me, but in hindsight, I think we probably could have done with Lacazette's experience up front today.
Probably, but I think the game plan was something different, maybe, and he just wanted to keep that guy. But anyway, the manager, Lev.
Oh yes, I love you gave it to me.
Yeah, I know what Brandon's answer.
The manager today got it badly wrong for me. It's mainly his fault, in my opinion, although holding situation isn't his fault. So I'd say 3.
I think probably that is a bit generous compared to
2.
what Brandon's about to say.
1,
Brandon?
0.
I think the maximum you can give him is a 1, to be honest with you. But then even then, why am I giving him a 1? Probably, I don't know, because he's Arsenal manager. That's about all I can give him, a 1-4. I thought he got it horribly wrong. Horribly wrong.
Can I just bring something on the screen? Andrew. Not Liga's biggest fan, but I have a feeling that Liga will have the last laugh. Arteta supporting Xhaka and fans like Shaheen supporting Xhaka are simply disgrace.
What?
I mean, listen, Granit Xhaka was not the worst player on the pitch today. He played 3 different positions, and I don't understand. I didn't support. I mean, what? Because I didn't go hard on Granit Xhaka for no reason. I'm a disgrace. And you say, I'm assuming you're talking about Brendan, we say Liga's biggest fan. If he's got an opinion that is same as Liga, so what? Some of my opinions is the same as Liga.
Yeah, but you've never liked Xhaka.
Who?
You.
No, but sometimes
you haven't. You said he's all right.
Oh yeah, that's all. I haven't really gone in hard on him on anything because lately he hasn't done anything stupid. He didn't do anything silly for me today to go hard on him because he's done things in the past. It doesn't mean I'm going to hold that.
Right, I'll tell you this much. The last few weeks, everyone's been saying, "Oh, Xhaka and Elneny doing a great job for us, haven't they? It's all been stabilised in there."
This guy who's telling me Xhaka, he was probably knocking one out over Xhaka and Elneny a couple of games ago, saying, "Oh, they're so good, they're this, they're that." Anyway.
The only thing that he did do that was stupid today, Granit Xhaka, was getting another booking.
Yeah,
that's not took him out of the Newcastle game now.
Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed? Is he out for the next game?
I believe that's what's happening.
Can someone in the chat let us know if that's true? Is he out for the next game?
Yeah. Anyway, listen, we've been doing this for about an hour and a half now. It's a difficult result to take. On a grand scheme of things, we're still 4th. It's still on our hands, right? We can beat Newcastle and Everton, and we'll have Champions League football. This is all in future. We don't know what's going to happen. If they turn up, win, we can still qualify for Champions League. What does hurt is that this was against Tottenham. You know, there's a lot of bragging right in this game. There's a lot of feeling. There's a lot of emotions in this game, especially for us fans. And to go there and then fall apart like that, it does hurt. And you know, some of the blame, rightly so, is being laid on the manager's doorstep. Some on the players. Rob Holding knows better. He knows a lot better than to go and do that from the first minute. Every time the guy comes against you, is a foul. But anyway, I just want to say we had a bit of a thing with Mo and Maximus earlier. They're both regulars on our channel.
They've got a name for him now, Eminem. I love that. That's the new nickname for them, Eminem. That's what they're saying about Mo and Maximus.
They're both regulars. It's just got a bit heated today. I normally try to manage things, but it just got to a point where I had to take people off. But for everybody who joined us and took part, thank you very much. I apologize to Fitz, who didn't get to speak much. I hope we'll see you again soon. Please hit the like, subscribe. You can find Brendan at True Gunner TV.
I'm on here as well.
Yeah, we're going to do some stuff with Brendan in future as well. So hopefully there will be some interesting shows coming up. Lev, I'm going to give you the final thought.
Do you know what? I was devastated when I came on this show, but it's like I've had some therapy. So it's been good. I'm sorry that people argued. I want you guys to keep coming. Please try not to argue with each other. We're from the same fan base. I'm still devastated at what happened today, the way we turned up or didn't turn up, should I say. The players, their mentality, how weak they were, the fragility, it still hurts. And it's going to hurt. And the only way they can make up for it now is to win these next 2 games. So us fans are expecting now these guys to take a good, hard look at themselves and say, we fucked this today. We got to make it right. You're still in this. There's 1 point ahead still. 2 wins, you get your Champions League. You don't do it, only yourselves to blame. And everyone else have a good evening, man.
Thank you very much. Good evening, guys.